Hey guys, welcome to the comic room. Higgy Pop. Higgy Pop Comics. Thanks for joining me, man. I know you guys could be doing other things, but I want to show you a couple comics. I went to see my doctor, my surgeon, about the surgery I had, and he did a little finagling. He drained some fluid. That's gross. Let's talk about it. No, I'm like, yeah, he had to do some things, but I'm going back to work on the 19th now. I swear to, I'm going to lose my mind. I got to go back. I'm crazy. So anyways, I stopped by Second Alarm Comics down the street from me and had no, I didn't want to buy nothing. I was just BS and I found a Conan that I needed. I did. Oh, before I get into that, last week I opened up some comics for my brother, and this was just a random one that was in there, Hawk Girl, and it's one I didn't really collect Hawk Girl this run too much. I only had a couple, and this I read this. This was so good, man. Just a great read. This is Hawk Girl number 64, July of '97, July of '07. I mean, Walter Simonson wrote it. He didn't draw it. And but it's great. I mean, Superman and Hawk Girl, and it's just great. And then Hawkman. The only problem I didn't like about this series with Hawkman, then it turned into Hawk Girl around issue number 50 something. You know, Kendra didn't give our man Carter Hall the time of day. She was playing hard to get. I didn't like that. You know, I don't like that. Anyways, but in the end, you know, Shire, people are trying to hunt down Shire and kill her. And Superman comes and hangs out with her in the beginning, and he's helping her diffuse some incidents here. And it's great. They have a great interaction. And Superman's like, hey, be careful. And she gives him a little smooch like, hey, don't worry about me there, Big Blue. Right? And then she's getting shot at by heat-seeking missiles. She takes care of it. She shoots a little arrow at it. And but Carter's trying to find her because he knows that she's in danger, and he's just going mental. He's going full on nuclear, and he's shaking down guys. He's like, "Where's Shira?" See, all you see is crash right through. He throws someone through a window. He's like, "Where's Shira?" You know, and then he's like, "Where?" Then he's got this guy. He's got him 50 feet up in the air. The guy's like, "Don't drop me." He goes, "Nah, don't worry about it." And then he flies off. He's like, "I know where she is. I'll go get her." But I just wanted to say that. Great read. Takes me back. I may want to go back and read that. You know what I'm saying? You never finish reading comics. You always can go back. And anyways, I was at Second Alarm Comics and I picked up this beauty. Believe me, I didn't spend a lot of money on it because that's not what I do. This is Strange Adventures issue number 210 with the Dead Man. All right? It's got a couple water stains on it, just like me, like my brain. And this is the first appearance of the Hook. Okay? And this is called, the story's called like Hide and Seek, all right? Boston Brand, he's following this detective that's trying to figure out who his murderer was. And this detective's trying to figure out who the murderer was of Boston Brand. But the main witness of his murder got murdered. So this is what that story is about. It's, you know, a lot of detective work there. Great book. Neil Adams, obviously, this is why I got it. Neil Adams art. Beauty. All right. This is March of '68. Beautiful Neil Adams, man. The Hook. All right. And I picked up my Conan I needed. I don't have this one. Never had it. I mean, I started collecting this Conan when I was 11 and 12. And I never had issue number 12. And I came across it today real cheap. And I got it. It's in great shape too, man. Great shape. Barry Windsor Smith and but Gil Kane and Nick Coletta do that cover there. I love the way they draw Conan. I love Conan when he was drawn with those medallions on his chest. Right? And great, man. It's great. Dweller in the Dark. This one's called The Most Savage Hero of All. All right? And what happens with this, right? Conan gets captured by all these guards in this city, and they take him, and the girl, the queen, takes a liking to Conan, but the guy Fatima, he's like, "You wench," and he sends Conan and her into the dungeons where this monster is. He's like a spongy monster, and he attacks, and Conan tries to slice him, but he's just too spongy, so he blinds him. And then they escape from the dungeons, and they come out into the courtyard, and all the guards are there. And he's like, "Oh man!" But the guards are like, "Yeah, because we hate Fatima. Can you be our king?" And Conan's like, "I'll be your king." But all of a sudden, he finds out this city doesn't have kings; it only has queens. So he's like, "I'll move on. I'll move on." Great classic Conan. Today, I got the brilliant idea. You know, I don't know if you noticed. There's a head here. You know, I was just over here swinging my sword, and an accident happened. You know, this guy got in the way. So, sorry about that. You know, it was an accident. I'm sorry. My God. I mean, if you see someone swinging a sword, do you come over and try to, tap him on the back? Sorry, dude. Anyways, I want to go over KULL. KULL. C-U-L-L. KULL. I'll just go over the first 10. That's KULL the Conqueror. We'll do KULL the Destroyer some other time. But KULL takes place in the Hyperborean Age. This is before the seas and the oceans drank Atlantis. Atlantis was there, and he came from Atlantis. He was raised by tigers when he was a kid. This guy, he's an animal. He's an animal. All right, and I had this there too. This is Monsters on the Prowl, issue number 16. He appeared in that. This is a great one. You know, KULL's a tough guy. Him and Conan would be pals if they hung out together. All right. It's a great book. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then we'll go right into it. KULL the Conqueror. I saw Shannon or I think it wasn't Dr. Silver Age. I think Shannon from Solid Force Band last Saturday. Yeah, it was Shannon. I missed it. I was at a flea market and I heard KULL in the background. I was like, what? I said, I missed him showing KULL. So now that I got this great idea, I'm a copycat. All right, KULL issue number 1, KULL the Conqueror. All right, I love this series. All right, this is June of '71. There he is, man. Yeah, it is. The cover was by Andrew. It was by Andrew and Bashima, actually. And I think Marie Severin had to go over it a little bit. She wasn't happy with it, but Marie Severin does. Wally Wood and Ross Andrew do the art inside. Wally Wood does the inks. And, so this is like the introduction to KULL, showing how he's raised by tigers. He comes into this kingdom. The king is dead. Long live King KULL. He defeats the king, and a lot of the people in the court, they hate him. They're like, this guy's a barbarian. He's like, doesn't matter. I defeated the king. I'm the king, baby. Issue number 1. Issue number 2, KULL the Conqueror. Great covers, right, baby? A Kingdom of Shadows. Beauty. This is September of '71. Look at that. Look at that, man. Come on. He's just got someone picking him up over their head. And this is the Shadow Kingdom. What's it called? A Kingdom of Shadows. All right. Marie Severin does the art inside. This is written by Roy Thomas. And look at KULL up there. And you meet all his people that are by his side. Brule the Spear Slayer. He's a great character. He's one of my favorites. He's a big, tall. They call him Pict. He's from a tribe of Picts, and the Picts hate the Atlanteans, like people like KULL. So they kind of butt heads at first, but then they become tight pals. All right, and they're going against these. It's overrun. The whole kingdom's overrun by serpents. Serpents everywhere, and they could turn into humans. You don't know who's a serpent and who's not. So you're like, what the hell? What the hell? And issue number 3, The Demon Hordes of Tulsa Doom. Tulsa Doom, you've heard of him, you know him, and you hate him. Because he's an evil sorcerer, he's a serpent, he's a scum. Just July of '72, Death Dance of Tulsa Doom. It's all done by Marie Severin. You remember Conan the movie? The first Conan the Barbarian? Hold on. Remember? Yeah. Yeah. Where is it? I got the magazine. This is all color art inside. This is the Conan the Barbarian movie. Remember James Earl Jones played Tulsa Doom? And he transforms into the snake? Great stuff. The best movie. This movie changed my life for the worst. Great stuff, man. But, so, issue number 3, Tulsa Doom. We find out what he's all about. Look at him. That's him right there. I like the way they drew Tulsa Doom. That was good. Issue number 4, KULL the Conqueror. Knight of the Red Slayers. The Red Slayers are the main guard. A lot of them are serpents. They're trying to find out who's who, man. Great stuff. Great stuff. Look at the art. I loved it. I would just read these books. I mean, you couldn't get me away from them. Conan's my main guy as far as swords and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Sword and sorcery. But KULL, this one, holy mackerel. This issue number 5. This was, I got a little sticker here. Hold on. This is in rough shape. I give this a whoa plus. He's on the ship. Blade, blood, battle. We sail alone against the savage hordes. And now comes death, but here we stand and here we die. He's got an arrow just ricocheting off his shield. It's like, pa-ting! There he is, man. KULL. King. He's a king. Issue number 6. The Lurker from Below. Yes. Big giant worm. That's me getting rid of the grubs in my front yard. I'm like, hey, hon, can you get me the hoe? This one's kind of big. I got to cut it up. Look at that. Look at that art. Look at that art. Issue number 6. All right. Issue number 7, KULL the Conqueror. Come ahead, monsters of the lake. Come ahead and die. How can you kill what is already dead? The dwellers in the depths. Great art on this cover, man. I want you to soak it all in. Look at that. Issue number 7. Beauty. Beauteous. Issue number 8. This KULL the Conqueror goes up to issue number 10. Issue number 8. Wolf's Head. Yes. I mean, nothing like fighting a giant, werewolf, bro. You know what I'm saying? The Wolf Man. Beauty. Beauty. Look at her. She couldn't take it. She's like, I'm out. He's like, there's no time to take a nap. Let's go. Come on. Issue number 9. Classic cover. Slay him, slay King KULL. The Sword and the Scorpion. Good story. This is July of 72. All right. Marie Severin, the Scorpion God, this is about. And it's a good story, man. KULL's got his back up against the wall, baby, swinging his battle axe. He likes the battle axe. He does. All right. The last issue of KULL the Conqueror, then it turns into KULL the Destroyer. We'll save that. Save it. Fight on, King KULL. You cannot escape your doom. Then let me die with sword in hand. Mind monsters of the warrior queen. This queen, fantasy from the creator of Conan. This queen controls all sorts of creatures. If you can see her in the back, she has wings on her back. All right. It's cool stuff. See her? That's her. And like I said, issue 11 turns into KULL the Destroyer. It's all good stuff, believe me. If you ever want to get into KULL, I suggest it. I recommend it. If I were you, I'd put some money aside and do it. Read your comics because they make you smart.